All right, awesome. So, to everyone who's just watching this, I decided a lot of people have been having some trouble with porting over to 1.4.4, and I know it's happening pretty soon, and it's going to be mandatory. So, might as well, give it a shot and see if we can port over our little tutorial mod that we have here. See how long it takes us, and find out all of the new things that were changed in Tmodloader 1.4.4. So, we're just gonna jump right into it, I guess. Let's get out full screen though. I'm not too big of a fan of that. Is it possible to just do that? Yes, it is. Wonderful. So, we're going to go to our develop mods real quick. And you're going to notice a lot of stuff pop up over here. The first time you launch it, I just ran it before this, but you're going to get a lot of pop-ups that are just like, oh, you've downloaded a version that has game-breaking bugs. Congratulations. And then it'll tell you to basically go into your mods and start updating them. But if you actually go into your mods, you'll see a lot of these things got these exclamation marks on them. And this will run Tmodporter, which is their little, I guess you could call, gadget that will kind of sift through all the code in your mod, and it'll find anything that's maybe like a little bit outdated. It'll find keywords that maybe were changed. So I actually just ran this on my Riptide mod like a few seconds ago. This is what it looks like, by the way. I'll run it on Archery Overhaul. You can see just a little command window comes up, and it'll go through all your files, and it'll change as many as it really needs to. And obviously, if we go and build it now, you'll see there's still errors. Okay, 102 errors, so that's actually not too bad. Last time I had to port this to 1.4, I got about, I think, 8,000. So this is definitely much easier to handle. All right, and if I build my Riptide mod, you can see I only have 17 errors. And interestingly enough, one of the errors is this right here. So I just made that video on custom block and tile, right? One of the things that they changed was that a tile now drops whatever item it created by default. So this item drop parameter, you don't even need that anymore. You can just get rid of that entirely. And also, if anyone is like saying anything in the chat, I will be unable to really see because I only have one monitor. But this mod is pretty tiny. Archery Overhaul is definitely much larger. We can actually go and open that up real quick. Let's go and open up that file. So double click on that. It's opening. Okay, I don't want to open it in Visual Studio 2019, but whatever it wants. Oh, there we go. Let's open it in that. 2022 is much better. All right, you can see this is the Archery Overhaul file. It is so much larger. It is a very, very huge mod. There are many code files, many PNG files. It's hopefully that answers your question. But we're just going to go through, and we're going to go ahead and port over our tutorial mod here. So it's saying there's an error in our Archer NPC. So let's go check that out. Archer.cs. And it says it's on line 76. So let's go down there. And okay, I can immediately see this seems to be like where maybe all the errors are coming from. It says, what does the error say? Shop does not exist in the current context. Interesting. So what is the right way of going about this? Is there open or something like that? I just have to, I'm not sure what it would be. So is it like shop settings? Let's see what they got. NPC shop. What's this? Shopping, I see shopping settings, shopping database, add shops. Oh, maybe it's actually entirely different now. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Okay, so it looks like there's an entire new parameter, or sorry, a new method for adding shops. That's interesting. So that's actually going to be more work, and that's not just like a simple change. Very interesting. So it looks like you can do this now. Public override void add shops. That is kind of crazy. Okay, and I'm just gonna comment this out for now. I don't actually know what you can do with this. Let's take a look at this. Can we like look at? It's not letting me look at the definition for it. That's too bad. I would have really loved to see what you can do. Allows you to add shops to this NPC, similar to adding recipes for item. Make a new NPC shop. Okay. Shop equals new NPC shop. Is that what they're wanting? I keep forgetting this isn't C++. It's been actually a very long time since I've just gotten into like the raw coding of Tmod. Hi, how are you? If you haven't, go back and chat. I can explain. Yeah, actually, that'd be lovely if you could do that, because it definitely looks like it's different. So if they said it was similar to recipes, then you can probably just create a new instance of like NPC shop equals like new shop or something like that. That's how you usually go about. Or is it like a shop database or something? I'm not sure. Or was it an abstract NPC shop? Like what's the deal? What's the deal here? I'm not looking at documentation, so it's difficult for me to know. This is how I would do it in C++, but maybe that's wrong. Or is it like create shop or something like that? Yeah, I'll look out for the people in the comments. But it looks like this is the main thing that's new. I can guarantee you if we comment this out for the time being and then rebuild, it literally built fine. So that was the only thing that changed, or that I needed to change for this mod, is the NPC shops. So maybe it's worth, once I figure that out, I can maybe make a video on that, because that seems like it would be quite helpful. But you know what they say. I don't know if there's any documentation on it, but just good old trial and error might be nice. Can I take a look at this? I can't. It's not letting me look at the. Oh, there we go. This is what I wanted to see. Okay. Set ordering. Okay, this is very interesting. So there's on shop open now. That's new. And what else do we have here? Public NPC shop ad. Gotcha. Okay, once you actually create your shop, this is probably what you do to add an item to it. Very nice. Yeah, I think they definitely needed to do this. It was really annoying before. Like, you saw what I was doing. Like, let's actually uncomment this. You saw how annoying this is. Like, you have to do this if you want to add an item to the shop. Looks like you don't have to do that anymore, which is fantastic. I actually will comment this out, because that is kind of legacy code, I guess, at this point, huh? Add shops is used to add shops. Modify active shops is used for non-PC. Also, everything currently set modify active is wrong and deprecate. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I commented it out. Okay. Yeah, add shops is used to add shop. So I'm interested in this. Is there? Oh, it takes some parameters in. I didn't even see that. Yeah, it would be type or npc.type. Yeah, and then the name of the shop would be. Let's just we'll call it Archer. Why not? Okay, it likes that. See, this is why you need to have IntelliSense enabled. When it doesn't always let you look at the source code, you know. Being able to see the parameters of what things takes. It's very, very nice. Okay, so we know that there's that, but now I'm kind of curious. So does that mean I can do this now? Shop.add? Yes, it does. Okay. And An NPC shop entry. Okay. What did that say? Let me go back to this. I saw this up over here. It wants a list, is what it wants. I can see it. It says it wants an array of entries. So would it be something like this? I see the class right here. Declaration for it. So you need to make just a whole alright, what is condition? Oh, maybe that's just like if you've defeated a boss or something like that. Would that just be, that would be a what? Though I'm not the C# master here, so I'm definitely no more C++. Is this just like a whole statement? This is just like can I literally put like anything that like that evaluates to true to false in here? Because that'd be pretty crazy if you could. Can you send a Hayspin links into chat? I mean, you can send the code over. I'd like to look at it. I would. Entry point not found. Autocomplete. I can see this. I bet you some of these are optional. Although I don't quite understand. It says this is a class, but you can't use it. It says it's sealed though, so that's probably why. Probably not allowed to do that. There's so many like tags, I swear to God, in like your class is like sealed. All I know is basically public, private, protected, and then maybe a few other ones, but like abstract things like that. But I've never seen sealed before. It probably just means, what does sealed mean in real life? It means something that is, protected from the outside world. So you probably can't access this, if I had to guess. And maybe you just literally just do that? Like, I don't know. This is interesting to me. Yeah, and I can get rid of this. I don't need that anymore. Simple example. Draw the comma between items in the example. I don't actually see if you did send it anywhere. I don't see it, but you can see it should build and reload fine now. So besides the NPC, everything else works, hopefully. Oh, look at that. Got all the achievements. Okay. So I want to see what the NPC looks like. I wonder if they changed anything else. So it looks like the texture is fine. This is the second button. We can get rid of that now. No need. Yes, so I wonder, to actually have it open a shop, you probably need let's take a look at more of this stuff. So you've got, I know there was an open shop on open shop. Maybe it's actually a parameter in here. No, it's not. Okay. I know there's this, but add shop open callback. That's interesting. These guys tell me not to start making mods. Yeah, I definitely. It's very fun. It's very fun. All I'm thinking of it now is I really ought to like learn a little bit more about C#. So I can see that you create a shop. I know I did that fine. And then you can do things when you open a shop, but to map the button to opening the shop is what has changed as well. So like this, for example. Like there's no do I have to find the shop? Do I need to what is it that I ought to do? There's a database, it looks like. I don't know what that does. This is a type, yeah, obviously, but dot initial. What? This is all very interesting. I feel like I definitely need documentation for this. It's gonna be very hard to go into something I did not write that is now completely different. Okay, I don't need to look at the entry. Looks like if you want, you can make a list of items too. That might be helpful if you have very long shops. I bet you that's also where most of the all the unloaded items. Oh my god. I bet you that's also where most of these errors come from. It's only 102, which means I'll probably be able to actually port it over really quickly. I might do that later today, but most of the errors seem to be in the shops, and God knows, all right, in my archery overhaul, I got 2 NPCs, and there are a lot of shop items, so that's probably where literally all the errors are. It blocked the link. You can just go to the Discord and you can send it to me through there if you'd like, or I can probably just look it up, right? Like Charia 1.4 new shop NPCs. I'm sure there's some documentation on example mod, maybe. Let's see. Bestiary. Okay. Get chat buttons. Blah blah blah. Okay, here we are. Yep, okay, so you do that, and oh, it looks like you can just implicitly add it without even having to. That's, I mean, I guess, right, if you wanted. You have to register it, just like you do a recipe. Okay. Let's check that out, shall we? And the name, I bet you, so you're saying shop.register like that is what you have to do. See, that makes a little more sense. I bet you I can also get rid of the set chat buttons too, because this might add it for me. Or maybe not. I'll keep it there though. Modify active shop. Okay, that's cool. You can modify it every frame. That actually could be really helpful. Statue teleport? There's some strange things. Okay. So I'm quite interested now in this. does this even do anything? I just want to see what happens. Yeah, okay. So you do, I'm pretty certain you don't want to do this. How is it mapped to the shop? It says shop right here is something you can still change. So, like I'm seeing it right here. Name of the shop tab you want to open. Yeah, it's saying that doesn't exist though. Is there more new parameters? Yes, there is. Ref string. I'm going to call this shop. And we'll call this. Looks like it wants it to be the same name as this, yeah. Or hold on a second. Hold on a second. What is this? Shop. Do they ever declare this anywhere? Doesn't look like it. Okay. I'll just do that for now. Shop is still a thing. Is that another example? I can see on the Discord. In Tmod. Is it in Tmod? I have no idea where it is. Okay, I can see button is gone. Alright, let me actually undo something real quick. And then I will say oh wait, you sent it to me through here, didn't you? Yeah. I'll open the Hayspin. Yeah, wait, isn't that what I actually, didn't I just try that? Shop name, it would just be shop. And then I bet you need to add the thing as well, don't you? Let me go back here. Shop name. Oh wait, is that a natural parameter? Let me go back into here. Ref string button 2. Looks like it makes sense to me. That's interesting. Why would you need to set both of them? They're saying, you said that it looks like there's something called shop name that's just a property of the NPC class, but it doesn't seem like it is. So I'm not sure where that's coming from. Same thing with shop num. I don't know where that's coming from either. Yeah. I don't see that. I mean, it makes sense. This makes kind of sense to me. I want to see what people are saying. My mod had over 2K errors since you had all the shops right. Oh, I accidentally got like the one expert in this very particular problem. Alright, there we go. So I was so worried that wasn't gonna work. I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense. But this is what my first thought was right. It was this. So that looks like it works fine. So you just have to add items now. Great. And I also saw you can make a list out of them too, which seemed pretty nice. But we don't want to sell Aaron's breastplate, so let's chill with that. We want to sell wooden arrows. And it also looks like if you want to add something to the shop, shop.add item params condition. Okay. Great. I'm kind of interested. I want to look at your example for okay. Oh, so there's straight up an enum for conditions. Gotcha. That you can use. So I could be like condition dot like I don't know, boss downed something like mech boss any. Gotcha. Okay, that's pretty neat. Although I want to know how I can actually. Oh, do I have to like? Is there like a -1 condition I can use? It says that there's more parameters. I don't know what they are though. Let's look at what they are. Oh, those are just conditions. Okay. That's all it is. So how do I make it so I can change the cost? Let's see. I want to see all the different things I can do with this shop. There's insert after. Insert before. Register to string. Okay. And there's add is probably the one you have to do. But I don't see how you can change the cost unless you're not supposed to. I'm not sure. That seems a little bit strange to me. I mean, before it was, you know, a little bit like longer code, but you had more control, I guess, for the very specifics. Maybe you probably still can. I just don't know where to do it. Let's take a look at their example code. I don't actually see them changing the price. Item.shop custom price. But this is in modify active shop. You can't just like set it. Can you not just set it once? Oh no, here it is. Okay. You have to. You have to do this or something like that. Actually, I need to look at this whole night. It's so I can't look at this. It's too tiny for my eyes. Okay. I'll get rid of that. I don't want to create a new item though. I don't like why would I create a new instance of an item? Why can't I just say can't I just say that? This is unfortunate. Wait, let me just, I want to go back. I think you do have to create a new instance of the item, because you need to change its properties, because like by default the wooden arrow sells for like 5 copper. So if you want to do something like what they're doing here, like let's actually bring this back for a sec. If you want to do this, you have to be like new item. Can I do like wooden arrow like this? Looks like you can. Okay, so I guess that's how you give it custom parameters. As you do that, and then I can change this to maybe like a silver of 1. Very expensive wooden arrow. I have to say, 1 silver for a wooden arrow. Are people saying anything? Oh yeah. I'll make sure to put this up so other people can use it too a little bit later. But let's get rid of that, and we will make it so you can get wooden arrows. Flaming arrows, why not? Right, and then frost burn arrows as well. And we'll just change those values and just make it a little more expensive. Then we'll build and reload, and we'll see if it worked. Let's see. Let's go back into our world. Where is this guy? He's very far away now. Alright, there you go. Looks like it does work. And I think because I'm in, normal or journey mode, the prices are a little bit lower. Right, they're like cut by a certain like 5% or something like that. Because I can see my 1 silver has turned to 95 copper, 2 silver has turned to 1 silver and 90 copper. But other than that, looks like it works fine. Did it just say I could sell this for a gold? No. Thought I was imagining, but imagine if you could sell frostburn arrows for 37 silver. Like only 60 of them, that'd be crazy. Okay. But they're pretty expensive, in all fairness. Wow. I can just okay, enough of that. But okay, looks like mods imported over successfully to 1.4.4. Let's take a look at the items though. Make sure they're at least functioning still. Yep, the gel boots and their particle trail still working. Very good. Let's also kind of zoom out a bit. UI is very zoomed in. And we have our pickaxe. The good old test sword. Chain slime gun. Gel bow. We get a whole bunch of bullets too. Pistol. The whip. Wow, I forgot how much stuff is actually in this. Just this little test tutorial mod now. There's even the staff. There's the armor. Wow. And there's even the blocks now too. So let's actually test those, because that was also changed. Okay, it does indeed give us back the gel block. Perfect. And the chain slime gun is still working. Looks like there wasn't a lot that was changed. It's mainly just the shops are much better. Like this, I will say this is so much easier to deal with than having to manually increase the index of each of the slots. Just makes more sense. Okay, what about this? Gel bow. Still works fine. And then there's the sword. The sword that shoots a projectile and does fire, because I wanted to test out or show an example of how you could add effects. Unintentionally a very overpowered weapon. Okay, and then we have the pistol. And the bullets still bounce. Bouncy bullets. Okay, awesome. Then we have the whip. Still looks like it works fine. Then we have Staff. Awesome. Let's go into God mode though, so I have infinite mana. Okay, cool. That works fine. And then we have the spear. Ooh, I like this. It's very fast. Still works, although I'm actually noticing something interesting about the spear. Let me put some torches, I can hardly see anything. Oh, maybe spears actually changed too. Hold on a sec. Because how does a normal spear feel now? Yeah. Okay. Looks like spears change as well. It's like it doesn't come back to me. So we gotta check our spear projectile. Where is it? Right here. And let's just check everything else though. Okay, minion still works fine. Awesome. Yo, hope didn't say tutorials. Yeah, no problem. Better explanation in the hashtag coding channel in case others wanted to check.